Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List, the show dedicated to all the rope ride adventures you'll find right here in the Lone Star State. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and I got a question for you. What's more Texan than a rodeo? Not a whole lot. All year long, you'll find all sorts of roundups all over Texas, but only one of them can claim to be the oldest. So we pulled on over to Pecos to get a first-hand look at some rodeo history.
Ready to play this game they call rodeo on the oldest soil ever to host the sport. Here we go.
The sound.
Wow, that was fun!
The intensity. The smell. There's nothing like a rodeo.
It's just something we like to do. We enjoy it.
Family, friends, good food, beer.
Cowboys, cowgirls, having fun, getting together.
You can experience lots of great things coming out to a rodeo.
Brenda McKinney is a fourth-generation Texan that helps out with the tough task of putting together the West of the Pecos Rodeo, a tradition that can trace its roots all the way back to 1883.
The tradition is so rich and the history goes so far back. And, you know, rodeo is a sport that's helping preserve that rich cowboy history.
This rodeo has been round up for so long that it takes the championship buckle.
It's the world's first rodeo.
Well, it's the first rodeo ever.
Man, it's the first rodeo in the world here. That makes it awesome. Come out every year.
Privilege and honor because Pecos is the home of the world's first rodeo.
It all started back in 1883. Some local hands that all gathered at a saloon and were talking about who the best roper was, who the best horse rider was. So they decided to set a date and have a competition to see who would earn those bragging rights. They set a date of July 4th, 1883, and had a little competition, and the rest is pretty much history. That's where it all started.
Any debate about that, or does anybody else say anything?
Oh,
or is
yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's a rodeo in Arizona, and they call themselves the oldest rodeo. They too, I believe, started around 1883. But I believe it was a little after our rodeos.
The later part of the year?
Yes.
After they heard about it here?
Yes.
While a rodeo in Prescott held in 1888 is recognized for its prize structure and charging admission, Pecos was still earlier.
There's only one place that's home of the world's first. That's Pecos, Texas.
On the last weekend of June, thousands pour into Buck Jackson Arena to see some of the best bronc riders, ropers, and steer wrestlers around, despite it being a bit warm. I know it gets cool around here at night, but sure is a hot time of year to have an outdoor event.
Yes, and you know, a lot of people said, why haven't you moved your rodeo when it's cooler? Well, that's a part of the rodeo in Pecos. Everybody expects it to be hot. You know, it's always this time of the year. People know what it's like in Pecos, but that doesn't stop them from coming to the West of the Pecos Rodeo.
It's outdoors, no matter if it's raining or it's windy, dusty, you need to come experience.
There's the 9. Here comes Goodman. Good steer, caught him quick.
Today, it's the best of the best that come to Pecos to put on a show that you can get a great seat for.
They love the huge outdoor arena. They love that they can be so close to the ground, to the dirt, to the action. You know, when you sit in some of the box seats that we have, there's times that you're going to have dirt thrown right in your face.
I can imagine they get a little scary with a bull coming out your way. You're like, yeah, back up, back up, back up.
Yes, they tend to get a little close, but you know, hopefully we've got things built that it protects all our spectators here, but they love being so close to the action. They feel like they're right there on top of it.
It's just a great experience. It's just a part of our life, our Western life.
This one weekend means the world to this town. A chance to represent who they are and the traditions that have been carried on in this part of the state for a very long time.
As soon as the new year rings in, we're thinking about the rodeo.
It's a blessing. You know, we're out here in Pecos having, you know, West Texas having the first rodeo ever. You know, it's a good thing.
It's a small town and we're on TV. We've been here forever and we've been sitting here forever and we don't miss a year and we haven't missed a year yet.
Check out Pecos, Texas. We're on the map.
Here's Ryder. Come on, folks, champion of the world.
It's a part of the tradition of the rich ranching history to be able to claim to be home of the world's first rodeo and have such an event like we have every year. It's something that kind of puts Pecos on the maps, and it's a piece of history that nobody can take away from us.